Hi, girly.
Hi, girly.
I'm Eliana,
I'm Derek.
and this is
The book club
For
for the
the Girlies.
girlies.
On today's episode of For the Girlies,
We are diving into part two of Twisted Love by Ana Huang, or Anna. But before we get into the video, we do have some business to take care of. Make sure that you have liked, commented, shared, and subscribed to this channel. Please and thank you. Make sure that you have hit that notification bell so that you are notified when we post. Make sure that you are following us on all of the socials. Our links are in the description box below.
when you're commenting, please make sure
Mhm.
that you are kind to everyone. That includes us, the author, and each other. And we'll definitely be getting into some spoilers, you guys. So if you're not into them, read the book, come back later. But if you could be so kind, leave the video on and just turn the volume a little down, because we're still new here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And with all that done,
Let's jump into it. Let's start off with our standout moments.
oof. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is kind of silly, but I'll share it, and if we can cut it or not cut it.
hmm
So this is right at the beginning of the book
hmm
when she's like caught in the rain and she needs somebody to come get her,
Uh-huh.
and she has on the white shirt,
Yeah.
and you see her red bra under it. And I wrote, don't piss me off, because who would wear a red bra under a white shirt to begin with?
Yeah, it's such a cliche.
Um, I then also wrote, please note, I have on a pink bra and a white top, and it is a raining day today. I was like, she got on a lot of nerve, and I was like, wait. I was like, wow, this is so unrealistic. Like, who would? Oh,
you are. You are
mm-hmm.
Ava. That's funny. Um, this also we can cut it out, but
Mm-hmm.
she at some point, this is when he rescues her and he's driving around and he flexes his fingers around the steering wheel and she
Sorry.
said he flexes his fingers around the steering wheel and she says, who has beautiful fingers? And I said, I have a hand thing too,
No,
girly.
I get you, girl. Especially a man driving a car. This made me giggle. When he, I'm trying to, what preempted this moment? She had, I guess, excuse me, she confessed her feelings for him,
Mm-hmm.
and then like they did not speak, and then she like he didn't say anything, whatever. He's like, nah, we can't do that,
Mm-hmm.
and they hadn't spoken. He showed up at her job with the brand new phone.
What was that
What is your
about?
problem, bro? He was like, because obviously your phone must be broken. Because you haven't been answering you haven't called me or text me.
The detail about him buying a phone that was not even released yet and costs him thousands of
What was the
dollars.
point of that part? What was the point of that, though?
Yeah, ew. Don't throw your money
Ick.
around at
Ick.
me. Ew.
But it was funny.
It was funny.
But it was, I also did was like, excuse me, I have a degree in English. I swear I do. um, yeah, I also was like, all right. She was describing her relationship with her dad and like the culture in which they grew up. She's like, we don't say I love you, we don't hug,
hmm
good grades, and like they take care of you. This is how they show. And I wrote that I realized that kids who don't grow up, this is across the backgrounds, ethnic backgrounds. I realized that when kids grow up in an ethnic family,
hmm
but then they grow up like go to school with white kids,
hmm
there's a lot of comparing of like how their friends are, or how things are in America even
hmm
versus how things are in their household. There's a lot of comparing, and like they always have that weird struggle of like,
hmm
dang, my dad always telling me he loved me. Okay, that's not how we do things in China. Okay, we don't go around saying I love you. You got clean clothes. What I mean by that is when you're the only one of you in the
hmm
situation, you tend to
The
compare. Yeah,
cultural
yeah. Like there's
is different.
the different you pick those kids always struggle with picking up the differences that are happening in their lives at home than versus what they see other people going through. That's what I really mean. When he like her father tells her that her mother like killed herself at 4:44 a.m. That was crazy because that was the time she kept waking up at. I
Yeah.
was like, what the heck?
Yep.
That's weird.
Yep.
I also kept thinking of Jay Z.
I know, right? Every time I
Every
read the
time I
444, I
kept
was
thinking of
like,
Jay Z.
they kept saying that it's unlucky.
I
Jay
was like, Jerry, you okay? Because
Z.
you also woke up at 4:44.
Right. Although I know it's not unlucky, but I was like, obviously this man's life was haunting him. He might have a Chinese ancestor. We don't know.
I love that for Jay.
Right?
So when Bridget shows up at his office and she's like,
Hmm.
it's like she's missing the spark that makes her her. And I wrote, Eliana, Deb, if you ever in your
Oh
life,
no.
I don't care if I'm snotty nose crying, if you go to a man and tell him
Never. I've never.
she not herself, bro.
I wouldn't. I swear I wouldn't. Only if I hated you.
Bridget, do you hate her? Where's girl code when you need it? Like we
I think you have to know your friend
who
for
raised y'all?
one. You definitely have to know your friend for one. For two, in this situation with this guy, absolutely not. Never. Never.
Was I raised by the woman who shouts, "You won't get me in her sleep"? Yes,
I love that for her.
but like we don't let people know how they make us feel. What's wrong with
No.
you? And then like if I let you know how I feel,
You
you don't
don't
go
you don't go
tell.
tell somebody. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's crazy.
I thought that was insane that her best friend was doing this. I was like, "Mm, now I gotta beat you up. Now I gotta go to jail for beating up a princess.
Right.
That's crazy."
Like I'm not even mad at him anymore. I'm
Right.
mad at you.
This is the insane man himself. This isn't a game, I promise. This is just me asking you for not forgiveness, not right now, but hope that one day you won't hate me and we might get a second chance. I said, you gotta be a fool to fall in love. You got to be. Because if you are falling for this, ah,
I don't understand that. Can you read that again?
okay.
Not asking you for forgiveness. What?
He said, not asking you for forgiveness,
Mm-hmm.
not right now, but hope that one day you won't hate me and we might get a second chance.
That's the same thing. Because that's what I thought it was when you said it. I was like, it's the same thing.
You gotta be dumb to fall in love. I'm convinced because she was falling for it. That's why I wrote that because she was like,
Right. Because if he said that to me, I'd be like, it's the same thing. So are you asking for forgiveness or are you not asking for
"You're
forgiveness?
asking for forgiveness, not you're not asking for forgiveness. You just asking for a second chance." But you the child genius here. Cool. All right. Just make sure we're on the same page.
You remember everything too, so that means that you would remember what forgiveness means.
A moment of me being proud of Ava.
Hmm.
She said, "You don't even know what love is. You lied and used me and Josh for 8 years. 8 years. That's not love. That's manipulation. Insanity." I was like, yeah, stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bask in that, sister.
Yes. Absolutely. Something Bridget should have
you hit it.
grasped.
You hit the nail on the head, Bookie. That's it.
Keep it there. When he barges into her friend's house to find her, and he thinks to himself, "Oh, if she is being intimate with this guy, it was all the more reason to interrupt."
Baby.
Like I said, I liked the insane man point of view, but also it made me dislike him more.
Yeah, I have no desire for this man.
Yeah.
He did nothing for me.
He's worse than Christian Grey.
Way worse. Way worse.
Because then we even got Christian's point of view.
And we were like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Still, no thanks.
Yeah.
But
This guy is the most awful thing you've ever
yeah,
encountered in your
when he sang that song at her, he sang that song at her art gallery show.
life.
At gallery show, is that redundant?
It's mm,
Gallery. Art gallery?
gallery showing.
Showing. Okay, whatever. Just a boy. um so he sang the song, and then the people from World Geographic, which is where she always wanted to work there, she's so distracted now.
Mm-hmm.
She can't even focus on the conversation. She's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh no, I'm up. She's looking for him the whole night. And why would you do that tonight? Why? You don't love me, bro. Like, you're insane.
We know why he did that tonight.
Why would you perform a song?
And so I'm judging every single one of you that liked this book.
Why and like him? Because why would you do that tonight? Why would you take a moment that's about me and make it about
you.
yourself? What in the world? I said, and we ladies, what?
We like it. No.
And then he goes, so she's distracted the whole night. She's having all these different conversations, but she's still like, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? And then her friend is like, congratulations, like, whatever. Her friend is trying to talk to her, and then he trying to talk to her. And he doesn't, and crazy steps out of the shadows, like Joe from You. And she's like, where were you? Like, I've been looking for you. And he says, it's your big night. I didn't want to take that away from you. And I wrote in caps, yes, you did. You distracted me from my big night. That's with that performance, with that big performance. When I said you distracted me from my big night with that big performance, because that's exactly what you wanted to do. You took away from this moment from me, and how she didn't see that.
I don't know. I also don't understand why their whole feud would end in that moment. Like it culminates with him making her big night about him.
That would make me so angry.
It was her dream to get this fellowship. It was her dream to go to London. She did it all on her own, and then it ends with her pining after him. What?
He buys her whole collection, which, like,
I
why the
also
I
hated that.
hated that. Why would you do that?
It's for her work to be seen around the world. It's not for you to buy the whole thing.
It's like he didn't get it. He didn't
She
get
didn't get it
it, and
either.
she didn't realize it either. Cause I don't know. I'd like to sit down and we need to update those lists.
Yeah, because
He's
he's
on it, and
number
she. You
one.
know what? She on it too.
He's number one. I feel bad for giving Gideon any space on this list.
It's so true.
After this guy, nah.
Moving it along into our quotes. You got any?
Sure. So the first one that I highlighted was they're in the car when he rescues her.
Mm-hmm.
And she they're just going back and forth, and she says about, I forget her brother's name, but she was like, I don't,
Josh.
Josh.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I don't know what he sees in you. And then she goes, I hope that stick in your ass punctures a vital organ. I enjoyed that line.
Oh, period, girl. And that's how we talk to men.
Right. Tell them like it is, honey.
um, my first quote is it made me so mad. Uh, this is Alex. This girl and her sunshiny smile wouldn't last a day in the real world, where monsters lurked around every corner and people hid their dark intentions behind masks.
I gagged.
I was sure of it. I literally wrote, ew. Ew.
So
Disgusting.
awful. Okay, so my next one was Josh is Josh's little sister was so sweet and sunshiny all the time. I half expected flowers to sprout on the ground wherever she walked, and a coterie, I don't know if that's how you say it, of singing woodland animals to trail behind her while she traipsed through meadows or whatever girls like her did. All I said was "oop," because you that was a long description for somebody you keep saying you don't care
I
for.
don't
You
even
don't even
like this
like her.
girl
You don't even pay attention to her.
with her big brown eyes and her. You like? I think you. Nah, I don't like her. Her favorite color yellow. Her mom was born on a Thursday. It's like what?
What? That was this man.
Yeah. It- okay, I didn't like how off the bat he was so rude to Madeline when she approached him. Like, bro, why are you being weird? Like, this is what we do. This is us. And he was so disrespectful to her. But at the end of his like long quote to her, which was like, "I'll give you a pass for your tone tonight, given our history, but don't contact me again, or you'll find out the hard way how I earned my reputation for being ruthless. For being ruthless, I'm not above ruining women." And I wrote, "Is this doing it for you? Like, women, y'all like that? That he was talking to her like that? Because I didn't. Because what did she say?
I was tr- I throughout reading this book, I was trying to figure out what he was so ruthless about. Where was the ruthless?
He gave me the ick. I'm not gonna lie.
Where I would agree, because where I don't know, he was just talking so much, which leads me into my next moment because Ava says to him, "I'm sorry I touched you without permission, but you could have told me to stop instead of giving me an entire speech about how you think I'm a helpless idiot." And I wrote, "I'm happy we had a female lead with a crazy man child who told him the truth."
Come on.
Because what the heck was that lecture all about?
Always.
I think it was like she touched him on his back or something like that. Ay, it was ridiculous.
Goofball.
He really was one.
But then his snap into just like being all about her was insane to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he was like, "No one else will get this. No one else will see me this way. Only you." And I literally wrote, "Alex, how'd you get here that fast, bro? Like 2 pages ago, she was just Josh's sister." But okay.
I don't know. He um he also was just so nasty to her. So talking about her in love or whatever, he goes, "You want it so much you'd say yes to anything, believe in anyone, one more favor, one more kind gesture, and maybe, just maybe, they'll give you the love you want so desperately you'd whore yourself out for it." I said, "What the F is his problem?" And then she later tells him, "Are you talking about me or are you talking about yourself?" Also glad she said that. Also looking at all of you sideways because why do you like him?
Yeah.
What's redeeming about him?
Yeah. I would please somebody tell us what were the redeeming qualities because I think
I'm
I
not
missed
reading.
them.
Yeah, I'm not. I maybe I don't have good reading comprehension skills for this kind of novel. My
Yeah.
ear is ringing and it's telling me no.
Was it
That
just a
that's not
little?
me.
Yeah. Y'all just like that one scene, which is still like, guys, come on. And I know that I've said, in other books, like,
You like an insane man?
yeah,
Me
they
too.
weren't insane like this though.
No,
He was like insane.
he wasn't nice. He
Because at
wasn't
least
like,
they had like charm.
yeah, he was not
He was
charming.
cold,
Yep.
like monotonous, even like the way he spoke. Like the other guys would be like, everybody loves him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, of course you fall in love. And then he got a little button that he could flip to sometimes. You'd be like, oh, but even that be kind of cute. I don't know. This wasn't it for me. Um,
You know what? The other guys would be obsessive about the women.
hmm
This guy, he was obsessively mean.
yeah,
I don't like that.
he was cold.
Yeah.
At no point was I ever swoony over him.
He was like, I need to be cold, I need to be hard, I need to be ruthless because the world out there it's cold, it's dark, it's bad for you.
Brr.
Grow
Me
up.
man, you woman, me protect.
I mean, but I guess that makes sense for a white man.
This is her.
Hmm.
And she goes, I was sick of it. Sick of letting men who didn't give I'm gonna cuss. Who didn't give two shits about me have this hold over me. Sick of being the object of pitying looks and worried whispers. And I said, finally, my girl got a spine. What are you doing?
mm. Um. Oh, okay. So this was when they're at the big gala, and Mr. Alex thinks to himself, I hate how much I wanted her. I hated how much I wanted her, and I hated that she wasn't smart enough to run away from me while she still had a chance. Though let's be honest, it was already too late. She was mine. She just didn't know it yet. I hadn't known it myself until I saw her in Colton's arms, and every instinct raged at me to tear her away, to claim what belonged to me. I wrote, no, he really is insane.
This is goofy. It's you. That is yo. Anybody who watch, that's Joe. That's how Joe be. He be like,
What?
he be like, oh my. Actually, even
And then
Joe's
what
more
gets
romantic.
me, I was gonna say, and then what gets me is that he was not even pining after her after this. He was so mean to her. In this moment, he was really mean to her. And then after that, he was really freaking mean to her. He denied her advances. That, like,
And I've seen this trope
right?
of done so well.
Yeah, this.
No shade. I'm really, yeah, we're being cute. But I've seen it where like the guy is even like,
Enemies to
I'm not,
lovers.
yeah, all the
Yeah.
time, and it's
I think they're still enemies.
he is legit her biggest op.
He hates her.
He really does.
She's a nice person. He hates her and himself.
In himself. My last quote.
Hmm.
I never claimed to be Prince Charming, and my love isn't a fairy tale type of love. I'm an effed up person with effed up morals. I won't write you poems or serenade you beneath the moonlight, but you are the only woman I have eyes for. Your enemies are my enemies. Your friends are my friends. And if you want it, I would burn down the world for you. I just want you to leave me alone. That's
I
all I've asked you to
feel
do is leave me.
I feel like he pulled his little speech out of like a business meeting. Cause like this is how white men talk to each other in business meetings. Like, no, bro, I got you. I got your back. I'll do anything. We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna take over the world. You just said you're not gonna do anything nice, anything that is nice. You
I'm
said
not I'm
I'm
not
not
gonna
gonna
be nice to you. I'm not gonna show you love,
I'm
girl.
not gonna be kind to you.
Write you poems. Be
I'm
romantic. That's not me, baby. That's
You're
not
never
me.
gonna know that I love you, but
Uh-uh.
I will be loyal like you pay my bills.
Okay?
What?
You say fight, I fight. I got you. What's
Speaking
the
of, maybe
problem?
it's like a military oath. I don't know. Something about it is just so lacking in any kind of romance or desire or kindness, passion, love.
A twisted love for sure. Y'all hit the nail on the head with that one.
Yeah, that was not it.
Cause
I did have a more lighthearted moment with
mm-hmm.
Alex. And it was when he goes, my heart kicked like a damn rocket at Radio City Music Hall. I made a mental note to discuss this with my doctor during my annual checkup. Shut up. I laughed,
He's
but like,
such a robot.
right. I was like, shut up, bro. And then I also did mention the speech at her job where he's like, the hell you will. You asked me to teach you how to swim. I'm the one who worked with you all these weeks. If you think I'm gonna let some effer swoop in and take what's mine, you don't know me at all. I said he was crazy like Jesse Ward. But he's worse. I realized that throughout us filming. He was worse. I am sorry to Jesse. My last two. So the
Hmm.
first one is I did kind of feel bad for him in this one, but not by too much. He's talking to Bridget and he says Ava's fine. She's healthy and thriving in school. She's even swimming on her own now. And it did hurt my heart a little because he finally did let his guard down with Bridget. I wish we would have seen that more in
Yeah.
this. If we would have seen that, like him actually pining after her.
Which I think that's a key element that was missing
Yeah.
because we do get the guys who are like hard, but when they are with these women, like
They're little
they're
teddy
mush. They're
bears.
like, oh my gosh. So
Yeah.
then you're like, you fall in love with them. There was never
Yeah.
the
You're
moment
like,
for me
I
to
get
fall. Yeah,
it.
you're like, but when he's good, he's good. But then
Yeah.
I didn't have that
He
moment.
was never good.
He was always like,
Like you said, they was so rushed at the end, especially that if you told me that they would have spent that last year in London
mhm.
actually going through everything that he did and like her
Yeah,
continuously rejecting him for that year, I probably would have fallen in love with the character, but we
hmm,
just ended it.
yeah. We just it was a couple chapters. Oh, not even chapters. A couple sentences.
Yeah. And maybe Netflix
Do
will
better.
do that and I would enjoy watching that. I
Yeah.
definitely would. And then my last quote was okay. So this is
I'm so excited.
when he shows up in London and she goes, "All right, well, leave me alone. Like I don't want to see you go away somewhere." And he's like, "You'll be seeing me more often." And she's like, "What? What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Yes, because I'm taking over his duties. That's why it took me so long. I had to make arrangements for my absence in DC." I said, "You should have seen my face when I read this, because that face that you have right now was basically me." I read that and I was like, I, I stopped reading because I was like, you, you're, you're doing what? You're gonna,
Again, it's like you don't
you,
see me, you don't get me.
you're going to be her stalker?
Yes. And you
Because
telling
you
me.
have enough money that you can just stalk her until she gives in.
How is that fair? How my brother will kill you? Like, I don't know, like you are weird, bro. Like I don't like
So
it.
weird. So weird. And the fact that we never saw her like make real friends with anybody there, the fact that we never
Right.
saw her try to go on a date or anything like
I feel like
that,
we should have seen that. I feel like we definitely should have seen her. Why she wasn't going out with the people in London?
she was just taking photos.
You that toe up about him.
A young, like 23, 24-year old just taking photos.
Please.
Oof.
Please.
And he's following her around all the time and sending her things all year long. Like, I,
That's even more even more reason for me to.
I
I'm
would
gonna
have
act
escaped.
every time he see me. He gonna think I'm living my best life.
Right,
Every time
right.
I'm in the baddest
Oh,
outfits. I'm
you
going
think you
out.
can't catch a case? I'm going to make you catch a case.
Yeah.
Like, he, the whole, oh, my friends in the British government are not gonna care, or like the law enforcement, whatever, they're not gonna care. No, I'm gonna make you lose your mind in such a way that they won't be able to ignore the things that you claim you're gonna do.
Mhm.
We didn't see that, and we should have. Because he was talking a lot of big game, but we didn't
Yeah.
we didn't actually see him do anything.
Do it. You
Yep.
say you crazy. Show me crazy.
You want to talk about it, be about it.
That's all
That's
I'm
all.
saying.
That's all.
I don't too much of this. I want to see this.
Yep. What did you learn?
I learned that I'm not one of y'all.
That's a fact.
I'm not one of y'all because this did not do it for me. Not even the slightest.
Yeah.
And I really wanted it to.
Me too.
I
I was
really wanted to. Me
excited.
too.
They got it's a series.
We literally said it was like, oh my god, we haven't read like a romance book for real. Like, so disappointing.
So
Yeah.
in
And I'm
turn
also proud of. I'm sorry. What were we
no
gonna
you're
say? I was just gonna add. I also learned that like not learned but reiterated. I trust my instincts, and I'm so proud of my instincts because I know this is fiction, but still, like these characters and the women who like these books, you guys don't seem to be. I've not heard the discourse behind these books. Specifically, this book, y'all love that man.
oh wow.
And I'm not judging y'all, cause like, do your thing, but we different.
Absolutely we're different. I would like to understand.
I want to know why you like him so much, though. Like,
What
bring me
was it?
there. Bring me to that. Maybe I misread something somewhere.
Because I ended up understanding Akatar.
Right.
I I got to the end of this book
Mhm.
and I don't understand. So, in terms of what I learned, I do enjoy a crazy man read,
Mhm.
and I specifically do like it when they're like his point of view is in there.
Mhm.
That's what I
Good. We do love that.
learned. Okay, so this episode is now over.
Yes,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much for watching. I'm sorry if we offended you.
Yeah.
That was not our intention, but
Ever.
also we had to be honest.
Yeah. And please, I encourage you. We encourage you to comment in
And to give it a read for yourself,
that part. But let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
please.
Yeah, so make sure that you have liked, commented, shared, and subscribed to our channel. Make sure you've turned those post notifications on so you are aware when we post
Mhm.
and that you are following us, please, 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 on all of the socials. The links are in the description box below.
Stay tuned for our next episode where we'll be reading Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. We're so excited for this because the reviews sound like exactly what we want. We want to
Exactly.
yearn, okay, girls?
Give us
So,
the angst. Give us the love. So excited.
see you at the next meeting, girlies.
Bye, girlies.
Bye, girlies.